In the heart of Mumbai lies a story of transformation that is all set to redefine urban India. This is Dharavi, home to over 1 million dreams, aspirations and untapped potential.
Welcome to Dharavi Diaries. Now, the Dharavi redevelopment project represents India's most ambitious inclusive development initiative, proving that progress doesn't mean displacement but enhancement. This is the story of how a community will be uplifted while preserving everything that makes it special.
Today, we embark on a journey to discover how Asia's largest slum is being reimagined as a world-class urban district. Welcome to the Dharavi redevelopment project, where vision meets reality and every resident becomes a stakeholder in progress.
Effectively, we are building not just a slum or rebuilding a slum, it is a city within a city. We are creating a new city given its humongous size and humongous complexity. So, what all are the attributes of a city we have to create there, right? In terms of different aspects or dimensions of the scope of a project.
A city within a city. These 5 words capture the essence of Dharavi's transformation. Imagine a self-contained urban ecosystem where everything you need for a fulfilling life is available within walking distance. This isn't about creating a separate enclave. It's about building a complete, integrated community that stands proudly as part of Mumbai while being wonderfully self-sufficient.
The city within the city concept of Dharavi means that the residents will have access to urban amenities without losing the warmth of community life. Picture this, residential areas merged with commercial districts, institutional spaces, healthcare facilities and also recreational spaces, all ensuring that residents have access to a harmonious living environment and they don't just live, they in fact thrive.
Home for all. This isn't just a slogan, it's a solemn promise. Every eligible family in Dharavi will receive a fully equipped home with modern amenities that transform daily life from struggle to comfort. It's not just providing shelter, it's about delivering dignity, security, and the foundation for families to build bigger dreams. This commitment isn't just written in project documents, it's etched in the very DNA of this transformation. Every eligible family, every legitimate business, every community institution will find their place in the new Dharavi. This is inclusion in its truest form.
All the eligible slum dwellers, which are more than nearly 50%, they will be inside in situ Dharavi. Okay? So, there is no question. Secondly, those eligible commercial and residential, commercial and factories, commercial establishment, they will also be in Dharavi. And third, the new decision is that even ineligible commercial industrial estate will also be inside the Dharavi.
The ease of living that residents will experience will bring about a fundamental transformation in their lives. Imagine waking up to running water and not having to line up for tankers. Imagine children playing in clean, safe spaces and not having to play in crowded lanes. And imagine shopping in organized markets instead of in crowded pathways. This is the impact that will happen on the lives of people with the investment that is being made in infrastructure.
As of today, there is no drinking water supply to households. It's a community water supply. The women, children, they have to go and fetch water, right? Some connections, illegal connections do exist, but generally speaking, there is a scenario. And tomorrow, once the project is completed, you will have a drinking water, which is very basic human necessity from the dawn of civilization, right? Very human, very basic human necessity.
Here Mehzabeen Sheikh recount her daily struggle to access something as basic as a washroom. A powerful reminder of the inadequate amenities residents endure in Dharavi.
टॉयलेट का तो क्या जाना पड़ता है, पैसा देना पड़ता है, नंबर लगाओ, जैसा 2 3 4 नंबर रहते हैं, टॉयलेट गंदा रहता है तो हम लोग को तकलीफ है। मतलब जैसे अपना खुद का घर रहेगा तो अच्छा रहेगा ना।
बाथरूम यहाँ पे सुबह जल्दी जाओगे तो खाली मिलेगा 4-5 बजे, थोड़ा 7 या 8 बजा तो तुमको नंबर लगाना पड़ेगा 4-4 5-5 लोग के पीछे, तो उसमें ही आधा 1-1 घंटा चला जाता है, काम के लिए भी देर होता है फिर।
The Dharavi redevelopment plan promises to ensure proper sanitation and access to clean water for all its residents. Currently, water and sanitation related diseases are widespread in Dharavi. Most residents often queue up at a local medical center for treatment. Issues like these severely affect their health and hamper their productivity.
सैनिटेशन बराबर रहेगा, साफ़ सफाई बराबर रहेगा तो मेजॉरिटी बीमारी जैसे मलेरिया डेंगू रुक सकती है, ठीक है। इसके बाद में फिर अब जो पीने का पानी है उस पर ट्रीटेड रहेगा, क्योंकि बारिश में गंदा पानी मिक्स होके आता है पीने का पानी में, तो आपको टाइफाइड बहुत मिलता है। दूसरी बात में क्लीननेस रहती है, पर्सनल क्लीननेस रहती है, क्योंकि जगह बहुत छोटी कंजेस्टेड है। कंजेस्टेड क्या, सर्कुलेशन नहीं होता है, सर्कुलेशन नहीं होगा तो उसकी वजह से भी स्किन डिजीज़ होती है।
Education infrastructure will provide children with schools equipped with proper facilities, libraries, laboratories, sports grounds, and modern classrooms. These educational institutions will match Mumbai's best schools, ensuring that a child's postal code doesn't determine the quality of education they receive.
धारावी में डेवलपमेंट तो बहुत ज़रूरी है। उसका सबसे बड़ा रीज़न है कि डेवलपमेंट नहीं होने से यहाँ पे अब तो थोड़े 2-3 स्कूल हो गए जो 10th या 12th तक है। इसके पहले तो कोई स्कूल ही नहीं था जो 10th तक था, मतलब 7वीं तक। तो क्या होता था, बच्चे बाहर पढ़ नहीं पाते थे तो उनका एजुकेशन रुक जाता था। जैसे साइन जाना है, माटुंगा, दादर, बैंड्रा, यहाँ एडमिशन लेना है तो गरीबी के कारण कुछ बच्चे तो अफोर्ड नहीं कर पाते थे, क्योंकि यहाँ क्या बीएमसी की स्कूल में लोग पढ़ते थे। तो एक तो सबसे बड़ा पर्पज़ ये वो है कि डेवलपमेंट होगा तो लोगों का भी विकास होगा, क्योंकि बच्चों जब डेवलपमेंट होगा तो यहाँ पे ऑटोमेटिक स्कूल बनेंगे, गार्डन बनेंगे, हॉस्पिटल बनेंगे। स्कूल बनेगा तो बच्चों को एजुकेशन होगा और एजुकेशन होगा तो उनका रोजगार होगा।
The accessible social amenities will be embedded within walkable neighborhood nodes, ensuring every resident can reach their nearest school within minutes of walking.
डेवलपमेंट अगर धारावी का करना है तो पूरी तरीके से होना चाहिए। स्कूल अगर रीडेवलपमेंट में प्रोजेक्ट में 2-3 ऐसे स्कूल बनने चाहिए, एटलीस्ट 2 स्कूल ऐसे बनने चाहिए जो स्टेट CBSE बोर्ड हो या ICSE बोर्ड हो, गवर्नमेंट स्कूल हो, फीस बिल्कुल ना हो, बच्चों के लिए टोटली फ्री हो, उन्हें स्कॉलरशिप दी जाए और उन बच्चों को एक प्लेटफॉर्म क्रिएट किया जाए ताकि वो अपना फ्यूचर ब्राइट कर सके।
Meet Kiran Singh, who represents the hopes of thousands of families. For her, the modern amenities mean her children will grow up with 24/7 water supply, proper sewage systems, nearby hospitals and quality schools.
खेलने का जगह भी नहीं है इधर, छोटा सा घर है, किधर खेलेगा, दिन भर रूम में बंद रहता है। यही सब है, क्या क्या बात बताऊँ, बहुत तकलीफ है। हम लोग को अच्छे से रूम मिल जाए, कहीं जगह मिल जाए तो हम लोग को भविष्य जग जाएगा।
The green neighborhoods will provide safe spaces for her children to play, and the solar-powered housing will make electricity affordable for her family.
The plan envisages creation of a central heart for Dharavi and with an urban spine, which will be accessible to all. Typically, most of the plans lead to the ones I have seen in some places, ghettoization or what you call gentrification. This plan typically avoids that. It is giving about 43% of the total space to rehabilitation alone, and all these rehab component, original residents of Dharavi will also get access to these open spaces.
Critics have raised concerns about the salt pan lands in Mulund and Kanjurmarg that have been assigned for rehabilitation and whether they are safe for the people. Now let's answer these concerns on the basis of some facts. The 256 acres that have been allotted for rehabilitation have been scientifically designed and planned. The areas will have elevated construction, they will have advanced drainage systems and a flood resistant infrastructure, so that in fact these areas would be safer than some of the current residential areas in Mumbai.
After all the green clearances are obtained and after the dumping ground, so-called dumping ground is made ready for for living, then only we will start using it for construction for the residents or for rehabilitation. Unless the entire thing is ready, we will not allow any construction there, right? So this is the assurance I can give.
The modern waste management systems being installed will create a circular economy. Advanced waste processing facilities will handle garbage locally, reducing the burden on city-wide systems while creating employment opportunities for residents. Recycling units will be integrated into the community, ensuring that Dharavi's traditional waste management expertise is enhanced with modern technology.
That Methi river, it is just a dumping ground, let us say, everything is dumped there. There is no processing, there is no tertiary treatment of sewerage, right? But sewerage apart, there is no storm water. So that leads to waterlogging and disease.
गली का है, गटर ये हो जाता है, भर जाता है, हम लोग को पानी भर जाता है, मोहरी भर जाता है, गटर पानी आता है तब गटर का पानी आ जाता है अंदर। और जब गली बनती है तो नीचे रूम हो गया है मेरा और पानी आ जाती है उसमें। यही सब परेशानी है हम लोग को, लेकिन क्या करें, अभी काम धंधा करने आए हैं, बच्चे को पढ़ाने लिखाने आए हैं तो झेलना पड़ता है हम लोग को।
बाथरूम का बहुत तकलीफ है और ये गटर वटर सब भरता है, पानी वानी घर के अंदर आ जाता है और बरसात का पानी भी घर के अंदर घुसता है।
Sunita Prajapati, a widow who has lived in Dharavi for decades, has struggled tirelessly to raise her 3 children, taking on a range of odd jobs to make ends meet. Even today, she continues to cope with the daily challenges of inadequate sanitation, limited access to clean water, and a lack of basic facilities, yet remains determined to create a better future for her family.
हमको और ज़्यादा किसी से कुछ नहीं चाहिए, हमको घर दे दे सिर्फ, जो हमारी ज़िंदगी के लिए ना सही लेकिन हमारे बच्चे लोग के लिए सहूलियत हो जाए। इतना तो रिक्वेस्ट करूँगी ज़रूर कि मैंने जो झेली वो बहुत झेली, लेकिन शायद अब हमारे बच्चे नहीं झेलने लायक हैं। हम ना पढ़े लिखे सही, लेकिन अपने बच्चे लोग को ये काबिल बना दी कि हाँ वो अपने पैरों पे खड़े होके कम से कम अपनी खुद की मदद तो करें।
Each cluster development will feature flexible social spaces at multiple levels, catering to various community needs and activities.
When we talk about a sustainable Dharavi, we talk about green neighborhoods, real spaces where children can play safely, where families can gather and where communities can breathe. The connected open space networks will ensure access to every resident to vibrant, walkable green areas.
Each cluster development will feature flexible social spaces at multiple levels, catering to various community needs and activities.
It is important, and we are doing it, to ensure there is proper social infrastructure is built. What it entails is, number one, a proper robust primary health care. So that infrastructure has to be built, which will be built by the SPV at its own cost. Education is the second dimension of social infrastructure. Third is, of course, I don't say in religious social infrastructure, but it's a component which is close to heart of all of us, that is the religious aspect. And last, finally, community centers, so that people can interact, right? So this type of social infrastructure is very necessary.
Beyond these enhancements, we could reimagine the area as a more organized, efficient and modern economic hub, fostering the growth of small-scale industries and businesses within a well-planned environment. This revamping would not only uplift the community but also integrate Dharavi more seamlessly into Mumbai's broader economic landscape, maximizing its potential as a vital contributor to the city's growth. This in turn would create more jobs, boost local income levels and contribute to higher tax revenues. By unlocking the talent potential within Dharavi, Mumbai could strengthen its position as India's economic powerhouse, contributing significantly to the nation's overall economic growth.
The diverse mixed-use neighborhoods being planned will blend together residential, commercial as well as institutional spaces. They will bring about economic vibrancy along with modern amenities. So if you can imagine, there will be open spaces. These neighborhood nodes will have open spaces, they will have schools, they will have health institutions along with commercial spaces so that they can create communities where families can not just live and work but also thrive.
We prepared the master plan for Dharavi. In fact, that plan, which has been done with a lot of inputs from multiple stakeholders and multiple multidisciplinary teams, it envisages, among other things, the mixed use of land. One, it ensures optimal utilization of space, but more importantly, it basically means, in short, walk to work, right? Walk to work. And third, it protects most importantly the livelihoods, especially those who are not eligible in the normal course, right? Because I would like to emphasize one aspect where 10% of each building is kept as commercial additionally, which is never done elsewhere in any SRA project. So typically those 10% commercials will be given to the non-eligible commercial units or industrial units or factories. So they also can stay there. So that is possible only through mixed use.
A key focus is creating self-sufficient development clusters that prioritize the needs of all residents, particularly children.
इधर स्पेस बहुत कम है, हम लोग को खेलने के लिए जगह नहीं है और सब वाटर के पाइपलाइन डाले हुए हैं, पानी के पाइपलाइन. इधर से जाओ तो उधर एंगल लगते हैं, उधर से पैर फिसलता है, जगह बिल्कुल शॉर्ट है. तो एक रीडेवलपमेंट हो जाएगा तो हम लोग के लिए जगह मिल जाएगी, अच्छा हो जाएगा, खेलने के लिए कूदने के लिए जगह मिल जाएगी. हम लोग क्रिकेट खेलते हैं और अपने इधर कुछ साफ़ सफाई भी नहीं रहता है, क्लीन एंड नीट नहीं है. एक घर में 2 फैमिली रहती है, स्पेस बहुत कम मिलता है और उसकी वजह से प्रॉब्लम बहुत होती है स्पेस के लिए.
Quality play spaces and play equipment will provide safe and nurturing environments for children to grow and develop, ensuring that the next generation has access to proper recreational facilities.
Proper education, proper lifestyle, proper drinking water, proper playground, schools, clean up areas, the dumping yard should be clean, all the garbage should be taken off from the areas which are dumped here and there.
Childhood is something very precious to everybody, to all of us. So it has to be conserved, it has to be nurtured, right? For that, it's very important that children have access to playgrounds, access to open spaces, access to libraries, for mental development. So both their physical and mental development is very important, and that's what our master plan actually envisages. It shows that the children will have access to open spaces which will be created, which don't exist as of today.
The narrow lanes of Dharavi not only pose a serious risk during medical emergencies but also block natural sunlight, leading to widespread vitamin D deficiency among children and the elderly. Open drains and garbage strewn across these lanes further worsen the living conditions, posing severe health hazards.
गलियाँ बहुत छोटी है, ठीक है. अगर कुछ भी हुआ, इमरजेंसी, मेडिकल इमरजेंसी, फ्रैक्चर, हार्ट अटैक या फिर ऐसे भी कुछ, तो स्ट्रेचर भी मुश्किल से अंदर पहुंचता है, बहुत डिफ़िकल्टी रहती है इस स्ट्रेचर को बाहर लेके आने में, ठीक है, क्योंकि टाइम बहुत ज़रूरी है, टाइम बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि जल्दी से जल्दी उसको हॉस्पिटल में पहुंचाए.
In today's exploration of sustainable Dharavi, we see a vision where modern amenities, 24/7 water supply, proper sewage systems, quality hospitals, good schools and green neighborhoods transform not just living conditions but life possibilities. The solar-powered homes, advanced waste management and flood-safe rehabilitation sites are set to create a model for sustainable urban development across India.
मुझे लगता है कि 100% सुधार आएगी, जिससे कि पब्लिक को एक आराम से गार्डन में बैठ के एक न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ सके, स्कूल से आने के बाद बच्चे खेल सके, सोसाइटी के अंदर आराम बैठ सके, खुद का एक शौचालय हो घर के अंदर.
As we conclude this episode of Dharavi Diaries, we hold a hope for the brighter future for the millions of residents of Dharavi. On our next episode, we'll bring you more stories of the positive impact of redevelopment on the lives of Dharavi's residents. Thank you so much for watching.